Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Go to ground, 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 go to ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Take ground, 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 take ground.
My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground.
My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise, how to buy abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take ground, take ground, take ground. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Take ground, 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 take ground.
My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sin, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with them weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know 2 things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my octave gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for 'em. Tell them back up, I'm about to drop something heavy for 'em. Go to ground, 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 go to ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what the fuck you trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team my all-stars. I coach him up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of One West rising to prominence. Cause I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been this proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm doing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's word to mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UPK. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop bitching, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's wop up. I know you know
who
Ron.
the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seen decent dope.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good, his knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle. But them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
He got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars wanna amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it, remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try, so until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs, saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we riot, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life, and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, a cock girly, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
This for my people, this for my people, yeah, this for my people, this for my people, this for my people, yeah, this for my people. Fuck the white man, 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 fuck the white man. Painted by the Spanish, did a whole lot of damage. Shit was outlandish, bags got branded. Split up all the families, then shipped across the Atlantic. So many died from the famine. Threw the dead bodies overboard, sharks ate them like salmon. I know you can't stand it, I spit the truth, goddammit. Big business got managed, did you double back? Came to pick up all the blacks. Whips beat up our back, we never got to relax. Pretend to set us free, but then you double back without a crack. The type of games that you play, ay.
Yeah, clap it up, clap it up. Shalom, Israel, shalom, Baltimore. We the ISUPK, you understand? Out of 1 West 125th Street, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with no Christian organizations, no other Israelite groups. It ain't under the ISUPK, not the truth, you understand? Alright, tonight class is Tuesday night. Tonight is brotherhood class, you understand? We got to talk about how important brotherhood is for our nation to build, be strong, and defend ourselves from these heathen nations, our enemies, the oppressors that the Bible speaks of that hate us to the core, you understand? And if you be keeping up with current events, you can see some of our top tier famous brothers being persecuted for even speaking up against the oppression that we go through here in this world, man, this nation, under this oppressor, man. You understand? We can't even say that we Jews. You understand? We can't defend black rights, so-called black rights that we supposedly supposed to have under this Constitution that our so-called leaders guided us to have, think that we have, which is all fables, man. It's not real, man. The only truth, the only Constitution that we have is in these scriptures, man. You understand? We got to bring it out according to the Bible, man. And it's unfortunate that these brothers going through this, but it's all done through the Most High, man. You know what I mean? We pray every class, every Sabbath service, that the Lord open up the airwaves, you understand? Open up the radio stations, the internet, broadcast systems, and the pockets of the rich of our nation, man, to help feed the poor with the truth and the wisdom and knowledge of living waters that's in the scriptures, man. You understand? So with that, thank you, sir, for what and with that, let me get the first scripture I'm gonna go into. Is we get Zephaniah 2:1 about the show. Anybody, whoever got it. Yeah, so with everything that's going on, man, like we really need to come together, you understand, and utilize the talents and the gifts that we have amongst ourselves, man. We don't need these other nations, man. You understand? If we stop and just give ourselves a chance and look at what we created in the past and how we sustain life, you know what I mean? Like from Big Mama to our great grandparents, man, how they sustain life, you know what I mean? With hardly any technology. Got it, sir. All right, come on. With hardly no technology, no source of transportation that was allotted to them because they were so-called blacks or Hispanics, they still sustained life. They got us here. You understand? So with that, we're going to go ahead and bring out that first scripture. Go ahead and read it for me, sir, if you don't mind.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Gather yourself together. Ye, gather together, O nation not desired.
So look, the Lord is telling us to gather together, O nation not desired. It's not hard to see who's not desired on the planet, man. You understand? If you got a job, if you go to school, if you anywhere where you intertwine with the other nations, you see that you're not desired. Right. You have to convert yourself to being whatever that they want you to be, just so you can survive that day. You understand? Just so you can get by and do the job that you need to get done. Look, confession good for the soul. I do it every day. You understand? But just to not to compromise, but just to ease through the day. You know what I mean? We gotta not be so aggressive and all that other crap, man. Right. Just so we can survive, man. So we can pay our bills, have a roof over your head, and put a fork in your mouth, man. And God forbid if you got children, man, you gotta compromise even more, man. What's what the Lord say? Read it from the top, sir.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Gather yourself together, ye gather together, O nation not desired.
Man, we gotta follow those laws, man. That's a rule. That is something that the Lord told us to do, man. You understand? You don't want to gather together with everybody else because they got the riches in this world. You understand? Because they pushing Teslas and got big houses and big bank accounts. They got the designer everything on, and they can go anywhere and get along with anybody. The Lord don't care about none of that, man. You understand? You're gonna compromise your integrity for your people so you can get along in this world, man. The Lord told you not to do that, man. He said, gather together, nation not desired. And the brainwashing and the witchcraft in this place is so heavy that we don't even desire each other. You understand? That's why the Lord said it twice. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead and finish that off with me, sir. It's a lot.
Verse 2. Before the decree bring forth.
Whoa, right there. Before the decree bring forth. You understand? The word decree is a final judgment. You understand? That's what it means. It's a lot. You don't mean no harm. Got the children running around, which is a beautiful thing. You understand? But the word decree means for the final judgment. You understand? So the Lord is saying, come together before he bring down the hammer, man. Before he allows Pooh Shiesty to send those missiles across the waters, man, and bomb this place, man. Right. He's telling us to gather together so he can protect his loved ones, man. So we can protect each other. You understand? The Lord ain't playing, man. Everything that's in this Bible is real, man. The Lord talks about the things that's going to come to pass before he allows those things to come. So he's giving us a heed to come together, man, so we can defend each other, man. Right. You understand? You got single Salaki. Go ahead, sir.
No, if I could, I just wanted to chime in. Like, this scripture is so heavy because you can see in the NBA right now that they don't know the scripture.
Right.
Like, this scripture would be bedrock for them to be able to defend Kyrie. What he going to do? Like, instead they call him idiot. Right. They call him an idiot and coming down on him. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know how to gather ourselves together. That's why this is in. Right. We don't know how to gather ourselves together. Right. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You
man, get that priest a hand, man, because you know what we're talking about. You understand? And you know, and it's not rocket science, man. These scriptures, you know, we got generals and officers that know these scriptures. They can break down the heaviest ones, man. But these small milk scriptures, man, like this is like the bedrock of the foundation of how we build this nation, man. That's why anybody should be able to get it. Now think about it. The NBA had this. Any of these sports organizations that had this, you understand? And they saw a brother being oppressed or getting beat down and downtrodden by the oppressor that the Bible speaks of. Right. You understand? It would be a lockout. No games. No games. You got to think, these brothers are getting paid millions of dollars to play childhood games, man. You understand? When these brothers could be priests and officers and warriors in this school. Right. You understand? We wouldn't have, I mean, things would be totally different. I'm getting sloppy, so everything goes bad. But anyway, if we had this scripture down pat as regular civilians, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, we would understand that we being oppressed and we need to come together and we be able to fight off these bandits, man, that steal everything from us, man. Right. The general just came out yesterday and talked about how the so-called small hat stole music, man. They called Howard University. No, excuse me. What's the name of this college? College.
It wasn't Howard.
It wasn't Howard.
It was Howard.
It was Howard University?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
Sure.
What's the other one? I thought it was one
that start with an H.
It wasn't Hopkins. It wasn't Howard.
It gotta be Howard.
No, it was Harvard.
Harvard. Good night. Ivy League school. Thank you for that, sir. It's a lot. Ivy League school, man. They came together, man, on one accord to learn how to sabotage black music, man. You understand? So that's just a small scale. And the Lord said He was going to let all these things come out so we can find out who the slide. Yes, something, sir. Oh, all right, my bad. The Lord said in the last days that He would allow these things to come out so we can know who the man of sin really is, man. This oppressor is a filthy person, man. He steals everything. You know what I mean? And then you got to think, when Kanye said that they use the black voice, that's what they do. They use the black voice to destroy the black people, man. Why do you think we got drill music, trap music, twerk music, everything under the sun that just degrades us as a people, man? So when these other nations see us, they don't gotta have no pity on us when a Chinese lady think your daughter's still out of the store, she can blow her damn brains out, man, and not feel bad about it, man. Not even give it a second look. You understand? Just blow her brains out, man. Kill her. Or so-called Edomite cop put his knee on a brother's neck and he screamed for his goddamn mama, man. And he has no pity, no mercy on him, man. He just takes his life. You understand? That's why these things are allowed, man. So we have to gather together, man, so the Lord can actually defend us from these people, man.
That's right.
You understand? We can't do it by ourselves. We can't do it as individuals not in the truth. You can try. You can go ahead and form your gun club. Okay. You can watch hoarders. You can be a hoarder, have a bunker in your damn basement. Right. You understand? And all that. But if the Lord ain't with you, man, forget about it, man. Yeah, you understand? So that was it on that, sir, on that scripture before the decree. That was it, right?
Before the day passed as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Most High come upon you. Before the day of the Most High's anger come upon you.
That's good. We can drop that. But anyway, like you were saying, man, gather together before the decree. The decree is the judgment that the Lord is going to bring on this planet, man. And He said, do it quickly, man, fast, man, before the Lord brings all His anger and wrath, man. We don't know what that's going to look like. We read about it. You understand? We read about it, and because of the so-called small hat Jewish man, when Hollywood, we look at it like, God is a small guy, man. Ain't no big deal. Fairy tales and comic books, Disney Channel, sci-fi movies. We don't understand how serious this wrath is going to be when the Lord come back, man. That's why the Lord say, fear Him, man. You understand? But hey, all we can do is tell you. The Lord willing, everybody, all our brothers and sisters come up in this truth, man, before that decree gets smashed down on us, man. It's not gonna be an easy thing. It's gonna be hard for even the brothers and sisters in the truth, man. You understand? So the more we got together and the more we understand and love each other and come together, man, we can avoid a lot of stuff. You got something to say?
Right.
Okay, come on. All right, we're gonna drop that. Now, that was just to give us the basis on what we need to do as a people. We need to come together on one accord and know who our enemies are, right? But now we're going to talk about what's even more serious in brotherhood. One of the things that we can't even, sometimes we avoid even noticing or communicating to one another is that we got a problem with each other, man. You understand? We have a problem or a beef, and we'll just cut each other off. It's no big deal. Oh, hey, look, I ain't messing with that nigga. I ain't messing with Shorty. Shorty ain't right. She crazy. Oh, that nigga ain't right. He owe me money. He supposed to been paid. You understand? Something small. You know what I mean? And we'll lose a brother for that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't with that. The Lord gave us laws and rules on how to deal with those type of problems, those issues, man. You understand? If you could, brother, let me get Matthew, sir. If you could, get Matthew 18 and 15. You know what I mean? The Lord told us to do certain things when we got problems with each other. You understand? And you got it? Oh, it's a lot. And whenever you're ready, sir, what are you doing? I'm going to bring this out real quick. Go ahead, sir.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Moreover, if thine brother shall trespass against thee.
Hold that right there. If your brother trespass against you, man, we sometimes we trespass against, like, not us in the school. And if we do, we go by the laws and the protocols that we have here that govern us to keep us and keep our brotherhood tight, man. But the Lord say, if a brother trespass against you, man, what else he say? Go ahead.
Go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
No, between you and Big Mama.
Thee and him alone.
No, you and your homeboy.
Thee and him alone.
You and your girlfriend.
Thee and him alone.
Yeah, man. Go holler at that brother, man. You understand? That's important, man. Go holler at him. Because half the time a brother probably don't even know he even did something crazy to you, man. Brother might have went out, y'all might have been drinking or something. He might have said something slick that rubbed you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? He might have so-called blocked you from getting that girl number or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hold a grudge. You know what I mean? Now you don't want to go out with him on Saturdays no more at the camp. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a problem with the brother. You understand? The Lord say, go holler at that brother, man. Sober, go holler at him on Sunday, man. So y'all had class Monday and the rest of the week, y'all go to camp and go to war, man, against the oppressor, man, and wake our people up. The Lord said, don't hold no damn grudges with your brother, man. Holler at that man, that sister. You know what I mean? You don't like the way the sister said something, or she might have wore your dress, or whatever crazy stuff that goes on in the world, man. You understand? Go holler at him, man. Talk to him. And what else he say, sir? Go ahead.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thine brother.
Hold that. Now look, and if he hear you, you go tell that brother, hey, look, man. You know, I almost bagged Shorty the other day, man. You supposed to let me go ahead and finish. You kind of got in the way. Oh, dang, you know, brother, look, I'm sorry. Look, hey, look, check this out. No hard feelings. Next shot, next round on me. Or whatever. Whatever you might do to make amends, to make you feel, or to appease the issue, man. You understand? Go holler at that man. And if he gives you the right answers, and it makes you feel at peace, and you know he's sincere, you understand? You gained a brother. Your brotherhood's gonna be even tighter. You know why? Because he's gonna know not to offend you. And you're gonna know that you can go to that brother with any issues if you have it. You understand? That's one of the most important things to have, man. Go ahead, Doc.
This is important because, like, when you in the street, when you in the world, right, and you doing your thing, it is better when you, like, people be, like, when you get in a situation and you tell somebody, like you admit to your wrong, like, we all know that, like, somebody respect you more because they don't get that that often. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Like, we out here beef with somebody, we don't even know why we beefing with them. After a while, you don't forget what y'all started beefing about. Right. But so when you get stuff like that, like, it make you remember, like, he alright, dude. Somebody come up to you, yeah, he cool, yeah, he alright. Right. I mean, it's like you gain trust with y'all. Damn right. Without even really getting to know him all the way, just because you know that he came to you. Yeah. He had the audacity to come to you and be like, that was me. Right. You know what I mean? And get a cat off of the head, man. You know what I'm saying? Just look, I'll be honest with y'all. Look, we new to this, but at the end of the day, like, common sense is common sense, man. And the scriptures break it down, make it so simple. Go holler at that brother. That brother was just, he used something that we can all relate to, coming from outside the world. You know what I'm saying? Especially being black and Spanish, being an Israelite, man, in the world. We all dibbled and dabbled and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But having that little, not context, it's like, but having that comparison where you can compare being in the world and to applying something that you can actually go back and look at it like, damn, I might have experienced that one time. I might have gained trust of somebody in the world based off of me telling them, you know, hey man, my bad for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, hey look, you know, you was out of pocket talking to me all crazy. You know what I mean? The brother respect plenty of brothers can relate to that. You understand? Me and myself included. You know what I mean? I'm not no special case, but I'm just saying that's something that's heavy. You know what I mean? So matter of fact, bring that back out for me one time. I had another point on that slide. You want me to start? Yeah, bring it from the top, sir, if you don't mind, brother. Sure. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Moreover, if thine brother shall trespass against thee,
go ahead.
Go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
Right.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thine brother.
Hold that. And if he hear you, gained a brother, man. That's so important, man. So bedrock. Don't hold no grudges with your brother, man. or your sister. That go for sisters too, man. You know what I mean? You don't know how powerful that just admitting a fault or fixing a problem between two individuals. You know how powerful that is. You know how strong that bond could be, man.
Right.
That's why the Lord say, do it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it might hurt your pride. You might have been wrong as hell, man. But if you had the gumption, like General Hall say, the nerve, the fortitude to go admit your fault and fix that problem with that brother, that sister, man, you gain that brother or sister, that bond is heavy, man. Go ahead, sir.
So like again, like even with the females, right? Because like when I be in school, when you see them beef, like they emotions be so high on the beef, right? It takes something small, but like I've seen it where like it actually can, like in that time when they apologize, they still might hold up a persona like they don't like each other, right? Mm-hmm. But the person who got apologized to, if she, like I seen her, like if she continue her actions, she'll feel convicted later on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She'll feel like in her mind, she thinking about it, like, why am I still like, I'm leaving her alone.
Right. Something small.
Yeah. So like apologize to somebody. When you apologize to, like when you bring the situation to them, the other person, they would feel stupid continuing a beef with somebody that clearly, you know, apologize.
They don't want no smoke.
It's not that they don't want. Yeah, it's like I feel like it's not that they don't want no smoke. It's just they apologize.
Right.
Like, what you beefing with yourself?
You know what? And that's a heavy point too. Because look, a lot of times that pride that we develop, you know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't grow up in church, a lot of that's from Christianity, man. You know what I'm saying? You just being soft and emotional.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't admit a fault. You know, you scared to be wrong. You know, that's Christian church. That's Christianity, man. You know what I mean? The Lord said don't do that, man. Go ahead and finish that out for me, sir. Brother Shaw.
In verse 16.
Go ahead.
But if he will not hear thee,
go ahead.
Then take with thee one or two more.
Hold that. Now look, the brother or the sister don't want to hear you, man. You go get you some counsel, man. You understand? And it's hard to do when you ain't in the truth, man. You ain't in the ISUPK, I'm Commander General Muhammad, man. And all these mighty, powerful warriors, brothers and sisters in this school, man. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard to go in the world and try to figure out a problem if a brother don't want to hear you, man. You understand? Because you know who your counsel will be. If you decide not to go to, the brother don't hear you, and you decide to take it up on your own ends, it's gonna be your own mind, man. And what's that make you do? That makes pride and anger and jealousy and envy all balled up in one. And that's how brothers get their life took, man. You understand? A brother will lose his life. A brother will kill another brother, or a sister will kill another sister. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to admit their fault. They don't want to hear the brother out. You understand? This nigga, he's a shrimp in the big pond. I'm the shark. I ain't gotta listen to you. Who are you? Come check me about anything. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't with that, man. You understand? You ain't in here to get that counsel. The Lord be with you, man. You understand? That's why you need to get up in this class, man. Come up here. What's the address, sir, if you could?
3430 Eastern Avenue.
3430 Eastern Avenue. If you're in Baltimore, Maryland, man. Come up in class, get a flyer when you see us on Saturday, and get up in this school, man.
Right.
You got problems and issues with another brother or sister, we can help you with that problem, man. The Lord ain't build this school up, just have us up here broadcasting for no reason, man. We out here to save our people, man.
Right.
And a part of that is this brotherhood that we supposed to have up in this school, man. That we have here. That we need to spread all over this damn globe, man, amongst our people, man. So we can get from under the foot of this damn oppressor, man, that's starving us and stealing everything from us, and then got the nerve to punch us back in the back of the head and say you complaining too much, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Go ahead finish that scripture slide.
That in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
But in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, go ahead.
Every word may be established.
Every word be established. Well, let's make it plain. You got 2 or 3 other brothers and sisters there, man, that can hear both sides of the story, man. It can get evened out and evenly divided, man, and balanced out. And we can come up with an idea on what gets done to correct the issue, man. You understand? It's that simple and plain, man. There's no need to be holding up no grudges with each other, man. You understand? Getting around, getting through it. This ain't the time. It's never been the time. It's never been the time to hold a grudge with your brother or sister. You understand? If you got an ear to head, you got eyes, you got TV, You got a phone in your hand. You see all the controversy that black people are going through just saying they goddamn Jews, man, which we are, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible, man.
That's right.
You understand? You can't even say that in public amongst white people without them getting upset, Salaki. The oppressor, without getting upset, man. They want to hang you by the toes, man. Take everything from you. But you'll subside your anger and your anguish to claim your nationality. You know what I'm saying? People in the world call it a religion, Salaki, or whatever you want, or whatever they want to say to make themselves feel important. You understand? The blackly blacks. You'll hold a grudge against your brother because he stepped on your shoe. You want to take his life, or he beat you in a dice game. You want to take his life. You know what I'm saying? But you scared of the oppressor. That's why you need to come here and get this brotherhood, man. Go ahead and finish that, Sir Salaki.
It's done.
Oh, get that last. There's one more verse. What he told you to do if he acted crazy.
Okay.
Salaki.
Verse 17.
Go ahead.
And if he shall neglect to hear them.
Now if he don't want to hear the people, he don't want to hear the council. He don't want to hear the people that's in charge of the Salaki. He don't want to hear the rulership, not the rulership, the verdict, Salaki. He don't want to hear the verdict of what's going on from the elders, from the people in charge. Go ahead.
Tell it unto the church.
Tell it to the church, man. Everybody. Go ahead.
But if he neglect to hear the church,
and he don't want to hear a damn thing from nobody. Go ahead.
Let him be unto thee as an heathen man in a publican.
God damn, man. We don't want that, man. We don't want that. So look, come up in class, man. And we don't want to cast out none of our brothers as no heathens, man. Because we all been there. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't just pick us out of the cotton field and make us priests and officers in this school, man, up under the command of General Hunter. Get command General Hunter. Hold on to this school. And bring this brotherhood together, man, in fierce continence, man, without being cowards about it. You understand? So the Lord, we don't want our brothers to be cast out, man. So to avoid that, man, come up in this body, man. Learn how to deal with problems, any issue, man. If I don't got the answer, the next brother don't got the answer, somebody got the answer, man. That's how we all got here. Because somebody answered a question or a problem or solved the issue and gave us counsel, and we were like, you know what, I trust in that brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank that sister for bringing me into school, because she brought me, you know what I mean? She showed me, she pointed me in the right direction to get my issue fixed. You understand? Those are important things to understand, man. That's why we need this brotherhood, and hold it down and be serious and don't hold no grudges, man. Fix that issue. Go to that brother. Go to that sister. You know what I mean? Don't hold no grudge to the point where you like, oh look, I ain't gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to this person about it, and they give you some bozo counsel, and then your grudge is even more expanded, and now you got even more of a problem with that person. Hey, go ahead, sir.
So holding on to that like I mean, we all felt like holding on. Not solving it with an issue with a brother or sister, right?
Right.
Sitting there, and y'all ain't solved the issue, and y'all just holding on to it. It makes tension more uncomfortable.
Yep.
Like, it tenses your shoulders up.
And if I could, sir, you know what? And it's contagious. Everybody feel it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like wow.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's the reason? Just release.
You know what? But so like, let me cut you off, sir. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, just clear the air so you can move more comfortably the way that you want to move.
And the thing about it, sir, like this, like I said, it's contagious. Everybody feels the tension in the room. We spiritual people. Israel's spiritual people, man. We feel that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Not to get all super sci-fi, spacey about it, but you can feel tension in the room. It's a problem between people. It's like a kid can feel tension between his parents. You know what I mean? Mommy and daddy arguing. Even if they don't hear it, they can feel it. Like, man, he ain't hug mommy or grab mommy, and mommy ain't bring him a plate or whatever. However y'all get down in the house, if it's beef or tension, the child can feel it, man. You know what I mean? That's how heavy this is. That's why the Lord said, don't do it, man. You know what I mean? The Lord don't lay down rules for no reason, man. The Lord know us better than we know ourselves. That's why He put a blueprint called the Bible out, so we conduct our lives based off of that, man. It's like the user manual for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna drop that. Go ahead. So you got something else? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and in the same sense, it's powerful. Like
Come.
to be able to do something that you did not want to do, knowing that you should have did it, and you did it. It's like it feels like you did something that you couldn't do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It kind of, you feel it like.
And see,
I did it.
That's a powerful point too. Because look, check it out. That's why it's so, like the school, the ISUPK is so powerful. It's such a beautiful thing once you're in this body, because a lot of the things that you would deal with in the world, you ain't gotta deal with. Because you gotta follow the laws, man. You gotta follow the rules, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting held accountable to follow rules. And what's one of the rules we just talked about? You know what I mean? You got a problem with somebody, you gotta go talk to them. You know what I mean? And it's steps that if the things don't get solved within that stage, the way the things are set, you know, you and that person don't talk about it. You got protocols to go up the ladder. You know what I mean? And it's so perfect. So like you ain't really gotta struggle and stress about nothing. You just can't be a coward, man. You understand? And follow the daggone laws, man, like the Lord told us to do. All right, we're gonna drop that. So, matter of fact, give me Matthews 22 and 37. Show. So look, now I'm about to go into another scripture. This is Christ, man, our big brother, man. The man's gonna crack the sky and come down here and redeem the righteous, man. You understand? And put the heathens in chains so that he can rule and we can rule under him. And we pretty much getting big payback, man. Lord willing, man. But we ain't gonna be able to get it if we ain't coming together like the Lord said, man. But anyway, go ahead, pull it out for me, sir.
Matthew chapter 22, verse 37.
Go ahead.
Christ said unto him, Thou shalt love the Most High thine God with all thine heart.
Hold that. Now look, dude was playing with Christ, man, asking some crazy questions about the laws and all that. And these people, they knew the laws, you know what I mean? Because they were like the lawyers of Israel. Right. So he came out and told them, the first thing is love the Lord, right? Love God, man. You understand? But go ahead.
And with all thine soul, and with all thine mind. Verse 38.
Go ahead.
This is the first and great commandment.
Right. Now, the first and greatest commandment, man, is to love the Lord, man, with all our mind, all our soul. Make it short so we don't go too far with too many more precepts. The Lord is pretty much saying, man, the way you love the Lord is, man, is by following his laws, man, his statutes and commandments, man. You understand? Loving the Lord with all your mind, all your soul, all your heart. It's following the commandments, man. And the commandment we talk about today is going to your brother if you got a problem, man. Building up brotherhood, trust. You know what I'm saying? That strong foundation of love and compassion for each other, man. You understand? Because we've been taught to hate each other, man, in this place, man. Disgusting. But you can hate somebody that got the same complexion as you, same hair texture, going through the same hell, got the same oppressor as you. You understand? But you can love a bastard that don't even know goddamn thing about you just because he got blonde hair and blue eyes. You understand? And he's on your wall in the Christian church. You understand? But in school you was taught that you was a slave under these people. But you gotta love them so you can get into a goddamn place called heaven. When you only get there when you die. Good night. Thank God for the Most High, these commandments and these scriptures, man. Generally, how to bring the truth out, man. Because everybody in this goddamn building right now think we had to die and love our enemies to go to heaven, man. Go through hell on earth. Have children, put them through hell. Let them suffer through hell. Let them die. Hurry up and die so you can go to heaven. That is a slave mentality, man. We are free thinkers in here, man. Thank the Most High for that, man. Go ahead, finish that up for me, sir. It's a lot.
Verse 39.
Go ahead.
And the second is like unto it.
Big heavy point right here. Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Wait a minute. He said love everybody.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
No, my neighbors are Africans. Go ahead.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
I got white neighbors. Go ahead.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
I live in Ellicott City. I got East Indians, Arabs, all that. What? Go ahead.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Love thy neighbor as thyself, man. That's not rocket science, man. the brother and sister that look like you, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Love thy neighbors thyself, man. You understand? Christian church tell you, well, if you love yourself, you gotta love everybody. Hey, look, man, don't be foolish, man. Love thy neighbors thyself, man. You see your brother having a hard time in life, or your sister getting her tail whipped, or like just getting downtrodden with oppression, man, by the small hats and everything else she gotta go through just to survive. Man, love that sister, man. Show some love, man. You understand? Help them people out. Help your brother and sister out. What's the point of you having a Tesla or a nice fancy job if you can't help the people that look just like you? What's the point? It's vain, man. What, you gonna pass it on to your ungrateful children? You know they ain't. It's a lot. You know they probably little terrorizers. You understand? They ain't in the truth. You understand? You probably resent them if they ain't in the truth. You know what I mean? Must around write a will out for your kids, don't even give them everything in there, man. Probably donate it to the Christian church, man. Your pastor, man. You understand? You understand? That's heavy. Don't leave. Go ahead. Matter of fact, take it from the top, so I'm gonna let you run it all the way through. Salaki, if you could.
37.
Come on, we'll come.
Matthew chapter 22, verse 37.
Go ahead.
Christ said unto him, Thou shalt love the Most High thy God with all thine heart.
Hold that. Love the Lord with all thy heart. Go ahead.
And with all thy soul.
And all thy soul. Go ahead.
And with all thy mind.
With all thy mind. That means keep the commandments, the laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
This is the first great commandment.
The first one. The great commandment. Go ahead.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's right. Go ahead.
On these two commandments hang all the laws and the prophets.
See, man, that shows you how smooth Christ was, man. You understand? He balled up all the commandments in 2 lines, man. That was 2 bars, man. You understand? He put it together just like that. He was like, look, follow the way you love God with all your mind and all your soul and your spirit. You understand? What is it? Mind, heart, and soul, right? That's what he said? It's by following the laws. And then he wrapped up another one talking about love the neighbors yourself, man. He wrapped it all up for that Republican, man, or that what was it, a Pharisee? Something like that. Somebody was trying to test the Pharisees trying to test Christ, man, on what he knew, man, and how he knew on his strategy on how to build the nation, man. You know what I'm saying? So brotherhood, back to what he was saying. Look, go ahead. You got something? Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to make a comment on the last verse 40.
Go ahead.
Just to go back, just if there's any Christians listening to this class that...
Wait, bring it out, sir.
He said, on these 2 commandments hang all the laws and the prophets.
Right, man. So,
and this the New Testament.
And it's the New Testament.
We talking about the laws right here, just to let them know that, you know.
Nah, hey, look,
this is why you talking about brotherhood.
Hey, look, both sides of Christ. Look, the point he's making is, look, the Lord put these laws out back in the Old Testament. You know what I mean? That law is not to hate each other, love each other, love thy neighbors thyself. And then Christ came in and pretty much just put the extra stitch on it, man. It made it even more thorough, more tight. You know what I mean? Love each other, man. Get over these grudges. Don't hold them, man. You understand? Get the counsel that you need if you got a problem with a brother or sister. Don't be a coward. A coward is a person that's going to hold a grudge, man. And if you're wrong, you're scared to admit your fault. And not even just saying you got to be the person that's going to go and talk to the person. Don't be a coward and be uptight and be prideful and not listen to the person bringing you the issue either, man. That's soft, man. We ain't with none of that in the school, man. You got something, sir?
No, lie.
Oh, slide. My bad, sir. Slide. All right, so we got that. Now, we're going to go down to... Matter of fact, we're going to double down on that. Let's go to Leviticus 19 and 17. We're going to double down on that. We're going to go in the Old Testament and see what the Lord said about brotherhood. Go ahead, bro. Sir, Salaki, when you get it. You know what I mean? So, like, we need to come together, man, like the Lord said in Zephaniah 2:1, man. Come together. Hold each other down. Get over all the stereotypes and all the, not the oppression, all the brainwashing or the brain filthiness that the so-called oppressor in these other nations have thrown on us, making us belittle each other and look at each other like we're worthless, just like they look at us. It's ridiculous. Whenever you're ready, sir. It's a lot.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not hate thine brother in thine heart.
Wow. What is that? What's that? Put it plain. Don't hold no grudges, man. Don't be a sneak disser. You sneak dissing online. You sneak dissing in public around other people. You understand? Family members, friends. You understand? Co-workers. Sneak dissing, being phony, hating. The Lord said, don't do that, man. Don't hate your brother in your own mind. You understand? Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Right. Don't suffer sin upon him, man. The brother or sister did something wrong, you're supposed to go talk to them, man. Square the slide. Straighten things out, man. And the Lord put a protocol in line. If things don't work out the way it's supposed to in the first stage of confronting someone that offended you, or getting confronted by someone that offended you, or that you offended, the Lord got steps there set up for you, man. You understand? So I was just doubling down and precepting that. So that was the first verse was Matthew 22 and 37, and we doubled down in the Old Testament with Leviticus 19, 17 through 18. All right. Let's get.
Go
ahead. So you got it. Go ahead.
In this scripture, when I read it, it made me think about stress.
Bring it up.
Like the Most High is saving you from unnecessary stress.
Oh, come.
That all you gotta do is be strong, not be a coward, and eliminate your stress.
Right.
By thinking, by even start assuming what they thinking.
Right.
You replan the situation back in your mind again.
Right.
And the demon can tell you lies in your mind to make you make up a plan to try to hurt him.
Right.
You can kill it between you do something, because you know a lot of brothers be hot-headed. You know, a lot of brothers sit there, tell it, and play it back in their mind over and over, right? Mm-hmm. Call themselves all types of names to themselves. I ain't this, I ain't that. And then that'll make them go try to compensate or overdo on a situation.
Right.
That because you sat there and let it sit on your mind.
Right.
Instead of you just going and solving the issue and eliminating this unnecessary stress that most of the time we overthink stuff. All it is just a half apology. The other person be wanting to apologize too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just be like,
it's silly, man.
It's silly.
I mean, it's silly, but at the same time, it's serious, man. Somebody can lose a lot in it, man. I mean, including life, man. You understand? Like somebody can really lose their life because you holding the grudge. You know what I mean? Like you just bring out, like you hold the go ahead, you got something else with it.
Like the situation with Takeoff and Quavo.
So look, I didn't keep up with that, man. You understand? Because I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I don't appreciate the brother's music or anything like that. I just didn't keep up with it because like it's so sad, man. Like you know you just. I try not to be desensitized, but you just get hit all the time. Like these brothers and sisters just keep dying. You understand? But I didn't really get the whole story. I know they were shooting dice in the bowling alley and something like that. So if you could elaborate on it a little bit, that'll help me out with how things.
I mean, I don't know the you know, we only get the stories that I read.
Right.
So basically, it was an altercation. You got into it with somebody.
So the dude that got shot, he wasn't in it.
No.
Dang. Go ahead.
You know what? I feel like that was just his man. So you know.
Right. Man, look, it's unfortunate, man. You know what I mean? But that just show you, man, like, not to get off topic, that just show you, man, the curses are real, man. The Lord put them curses in that book of Deuteronomy, man. He put them curses, he laid out what them curses would be if we ain't follow them laws. And them laws, them curses follow if you rich, poor, big or small, man. That young bro, I know he was 28. He's a millionaire. Paid. You understand? And he got killed like a regular Jake, man. You know what I'm saying? He got killed like a regular dude, man. He ain't died old age as a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He ain't died. It's like, I mean, I'm laughing because that's how unfortunate it is. Because he didn't die off of nothing unusual, man. That was some regular, basic nigga shit. It's like basic black man stuff, man. You understand? It's unfortunate. But you gotta look at it like we said, brotherhood, man. going to a brother, he could have, now whoever he had that problem with, if they knew these scriptures, because it's not a sin to shoot dice. Ain't nothing wrong with gambling. Just don't cheat. You understand? But if he felt some type of way about that game, you understand, he could have pulled that brother to the side, like, look, AI, look. Your point was 9, bro. You rolled a 6 and you took all my money. You understand? You went off and they're gonna side with you because you the big man, but look, you know you was wrong. You know what I mean? And they could have probably squashed that, man, if they was in the school. You know what I mean? Or knew the laws that's in the Bible, man, that governs us and keeps us out of these problems and situations, man. That's another brother died, man, that's dead, man. Because of lack of brotherhood. You know what I mean? And we just went over the scriptures where it said, thou shalt not hate thy brother, not her. You know what I mean? You gotta have some type of, you gotta have a serious demon on you to pull a trigger and kill your own person, kill a person who looks just like you. You know what I'm saying? When the oppressor in all these other nations, and I'm not saying go out and do nothing stupid. What you need to do that's smart, if you're listening, you ain't in the schools, come get a flyer, come up in class. But what I'm saying is, you gotta have some type of demon on you where you can pull a trigger and kill your brother. You understand? You can see the oppressors stomp a brother out, you know what I mean, that's helpless, and you pull out a phone and record it, and you can get likes. You know what I mean? You get some what's it called, the algorithm in your favor, so you can post some more garbage. You know what I mean? You can watch another nation, a heathen, kill your brother, man. That's off topic, but you know, but once you get this brotherhood established, those things will not happen, man. That's why the Lord said, come together, gather together, old nation not desired. You understand? So we can have a fighting chance to keep these bastards away from us, man. You understand? All right. You anything else on that, sir? That was it? All right. Let me see. How you looking on time, sir? 5 minutes. All right. This is my last one, brothers and sisters. We get John 15 and that's 17. Bubble shop. Hold on before you bring it out. Let me make sure it's right. I think I'm right. Yeah, you right. John 15, 17? All right, go ahead.
John chapter 15, verse 17.
Go ahead.
These things I command you, that ye love one another.
Oh, the Lord told us that this is Christ speaking. You know what I mean? It's our big brother, Christ. He told us it's a commandment to love one another. Look, you ain't got no choice, man. You know what I'm saying? Going against the law brings death, man. I mean, it's that plain. The Lord is saying it's a commandment, man. He used his son that he chose to bring these laws and reinforce them. And he told us what? Go ahead and bring from the top, sir.
John 15, verse 17.
Go ahead.
These things I command you.
Go ahead.
That ye love one another.
That you love one another. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If the world hate you, ye would know. Salaki. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before I hated you.
Before it hated you. Do it again, Salaki. 18.
If the world hate you,
go ahead.
Ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Look, man, don't sweat, sir. Don't sweat. You know what I mean? It's a heavy topic, man. You know what I mean? The Lord say things so smooth where you might get a little tongue-tied or twisted up a little bit. But that's okay. Because we understand what's going on. We got powerful instructors that teach us what these scriptures mean, man. What every word means, man. You know what I mean? We want to share with our brothers and sisters in the world. You know what I mean? So the Lord is saying, these things I command you, that you love one another, man. If we love one another, we wouldn't contribute to the oppression that the so-called oppressor in these other nations do to us, man. We wouldn't double down with those bastards, man. We would stand against them because we would have brotherhood. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have what's that half a sodomite basketball player, the nigga retired. Charles Barkley wearing drag and stuff. I wanted to say that, you know what I mean? It's like, watch my language. He wearing drag, you know what I mean? Taking pictures, kissing white men on the mouth. Shaq doing the same thing. He in the car, he on this sneaky link in the car. You know what I mean? He ain't do a whole commercial like Charles Barkley. And then my nigga LeBron, man. I didn't know, I forgot all about that progressive commercial, sir. Nigga had them shorts on with that wig, man, looking like, what's the chick name on Progressive, the Progressive insurance lady? Go ahead, sis. What's her name? Dressed up like the Edomite Flo, man.
Yeah.
He dressed up like Flo, sir. With a basketball, trying to sell insurance, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna tell another black man that he can't say that he can't promote. He wasn't even promoting. He said, hey, check this out if you're interested. He ain't say nothing about the so-called small hat, hook-nosed, bagel-eating bastard, man. He ain't say nothing about him, man. You understand? But he got forced into retirement, which I commend the brother for, man. Kyrie, you gonna be paid you good the rest of your life, man. You can stay away from them bags. Come up in this school, man, learn the truth. You understand? But the other sellout coons, the Uncle Ruckuses, man, they turned on them, man. They wear dresses, man. Like, who you gonna listen to? Look, common sense. You gonna listen to a nigga that wear a dress, or you gonna listen to a brother that told you that you the greatest people on the planet, man? He didn't even tell you the greatest people. He told you to check it out for yourself and find out if you're the greatest people on the goddamn planet, man. God chose the people. You understand? Who you gonna listen to? I'm not listening to no nigga wearing no dress, kilt, shorts, Gucci daddy shorts. Nigga, you can't even wear no thong flip-flops around me. Think you gonna tell me anything. You understand? All right, with that, we the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street on the Commanding General Hana. Since 1969, we had powerful leaders bringing out the truth. You understand? Letting us know what it is. Bringing up young brothers like myself and the other rest of these officers about to come up right now. That's my time. I'm gonna pass it over to Officer Karat. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap it up for that brother.
This is the ISUPK out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. That was an outstanding lesson from the brother Officer Nadar. Let's give him a hand. He was hitting some hot points, right? We need brotherhood. We need the Most High to have brotherhood, right? Brotherhood is very important. Because with us dealing with the oppressor, for us to get through the everyday bondage that we go through, you're gonna need your brothers,
right?
And you're gonna need your sisters. You know, you can take a look at how long have you been trying to grasp together and to get through all of the stuff that you go through every day. Right? First, it's because you don't have the Most High.
Right.
And it's second because you don't have brotherhood. Right? Not liking somebody because they got more than you. They get more love than you. Right? That don't fix anything.
Right. That
just produces more hate, more dislike. And then you teach the children that's coming up behind us to do what you're doing, to teach more hate and to learn more dislike.
Right.
So we're going to get more into brotherhood. I want to get to John chapter 15, verse 12.
I got you, sir.
The officer, the Darwan, was up here talking about how the scripture said the Most High was calling out old Israel to band together and prepare for the decree. Right? Prepare for what's coming.
Right.
Right? You got to John chapter 15. You can read it whenever you're ready.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I've loved you.
This is his commandment. Right? He's commanding you to love your brother and your sister the same way that he loved you.
Right.
Now, what did Christ do for you? Right? The Don one?
Gave up his life, sir.
He gave up his life. And he died on that cross.
Right.
He loved you so much that you imagine like your mother, right? You love your mother, your father, and your sisters and your brothers so much that sometimes, you know how sometimes I do this, often. I doze off and have a daydream about something that just popped in my mind. Something horrible happened, right? Something in the neighborhood, something horrible happened, and I imagine me just jumping in front of a bullet for my sister. You know what I mean? Or getting out there and getting down with some evil people that's trying to hurt my brother or my sister. Like, it's like a what if, right?
Right.
That's what you should have for that love that you have for your sister or your brother. You should have that for every brother and sister that look like you. The Native American, the Hispanics, the blacks, and the Hispanics. They are your brothers.
Right.
You should be ready to rock. The Most High taught for you. He taught you, and He died for you. You should be ready to teach and to die. So, can you any more on that?
Yeah, you want to take it from the top, sir?
Come.
All right, Book of John, chapter 15 and 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I've loved you.
Verse 13.
Verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
That a man laid down his life for his friends, right? And we're not telling you to go out there. It's about common sense, right? If you see in here, if you following the laws and the statutes and the commandments of the Most High, right? Your brother is in one body with you. He following the laws and the commandments and the statutes of the Most High, right? So don't think that you going out here and somebody that want to hurt you, right? You going out there and you laying your life down for them, right? Everybody that's in this body, we all one accord. We follow all the same laws. We follow all the same commandments, right? So my brother is going to lay down his life for me, and I'm going to lay down his life for him. Think about if a whole nation of people was out here and was going that way, was following the laws and the statutes and the commandments that way. You're not going to do wrong to anybody that's willing to die for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't believe that nobody is going to do wrong to you if they willing to die for you.
Right.
I'm saying we need to have, this is how we get back. Right? And that you can see on TV that brothers like Kanye, even though he don't know everything, but he hitting right points. Right? What brothers should be doing, they should be backing him up. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't come, sir.
Ain't nobody, and they not gonna die for Kanye.
Nope.
Cause they ain't even gonna lose $1 for Kanye.
Right.
You know what I mean? They whole mindset, they laws, right? And their commandments is getting money from Esau.
Right.
When Esau say put that number on that deal, right? That's who they gonna die for. They gonna die for the dollar. And the scripture that the brother brought out can go right into this, man. Prepare your nation. Prepare nation. And band out with your brothers. Right. Because it's going to be times like this where the oppressor is going to come to you. He's going to entice you with things that he know that you need. Right? Not always things that you like, but things that you need. Right? For you to go up against your brother. That is a broken nation. And we need to band together, and we need to be so strong as a nation and have love for our brothers so much that you would die for them.
Right. So, sir, I could. So, like we live in Maryland, right? So, ain't nothing more. I think it will fit. So, we live in Maryland, and I didn't. My mind was so small concerning the size of Maryland. It's not a big state, but Baltimore City is like a grain of sand compared to the surrounding other counties in Maryland. And these other counties, man, you got all kinds of militias and all kinds of white supremacist groups that surround the city. The majority of the black people are in the city. You understand? You got some other spots like PG County, things like that. But just to think about it, like, all right, boom. So if we all beefing in the city, and then the Lord just, let loose the plagues, let these militias and these other heathen nations just come down and just commit any kind of atrocity and crime of violence. Like, how are we going to defend ourselves if we don't got brotherhood? You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't down to something just being, as hardcore as, drawing arms, at least we can have somewhere to hide with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got that, because we hate each other. It's a lot.
It's a lot. You bringing out good points, because we hate each other, right? And they look at us, and they think less of us. Right. They see us as easy bait, as prey. And they continue. Yep. They continue to do what they do to you. And it's crazy because when you out in the world, right? Even people out in the world, even us out in the world, we naturally got that spirit when we see something wrong with our brothers. It angers us.
Right.
You know what I mean? You feel his pain. But by you feeling his pain, Israel, that means that we need to get together and you need to die for your brother. Okay. If need be. Right? And that's the only way that we can strike some fear into them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make them second guess. Make them work harder. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Don't give up so easy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when you in the streets, right? When you in the world, we already got that loyalty. You know what I mean? A lot of us, when I was out in the world and I was 15, 16, 17, I had so much loyalty to my to my homeboys, right? I'd be like, I used to be like, I was one of those type of people, if I bang with you, I bang with you. If I like you, I bang with you. I'm gonna rock with you. You know what I mean? And being out in that world and not having these laws and these statutes and commandments and draining what the Most High gave to you, where you supposed to give to the chosen people, right? It burns you out. You know what I'm saying? It burns you out quick. Right. And then you turn it to, I'm cruddy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm worried about self. I'm getting at how I live. You know what I mean?
Right. You
lose trust. It's a lot of it's a lot of brothers out there that has lost trust, but I'm telling you, if you come into these classes and you start following these laws, statutes, and commandments, what you lost, you will gain back.
Right.
Because you're going to see it in the brothers that's in this class. You know what I mean? Right. It's like it's going to be contagious. Right. You're going to want to give it because you're getting so much of it. But you got to follow these laws and these statutes and commandments. And the brother in the office in the Darwan, I told you the first commandment is to love God with your mind, heart, and soul. So that means you dedicating yourself, you giving your life to the Most High, to whatever He said, any of these commandments He said, any of these laws He said, I'm going to do, I'm going to follow. Soul, mind, and heart.
Right.
And then, with your soul, mind, and heart that you following these laws, now you know the second law. Love thine brother as you love yourself.
Right.
That's it. That's powerful. Right? That's undeniable. Second scripture that I'll get ready for me is John 13, chapter 13, verse 34.
Okay.
And we think that it's lost because we out in the world and we literally seeing no hope every day. Right? You come out your door and you see it on the news. It's continuous. You know what I mean? You see it on the news, you hear it on IG, you see it on Facebook, you see it on World Star, you see it on all these social media sites. You see it in person, in school, on the corner. You see it in your home. You see it with your sister and your brother in the house. Some see it with their mothers and their fathers and your stepfathers, and it feel hopeless. But I'm here to let you know in the ISUPK, when you come in here and you follow these laws and these statutes and commandments, you'll see something totally different.
Right.
You can start reading. You can read that on.
You said 13 and what, sir? Slide.
John chapter 13, verse 34.
34, slide. So book of John chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
again, that you love one another, that you love your brother. The scripture, what is love?
I got you, sir.
He give you a new commandment. That he say, I give unto you that you love one another. You need love to build a nation.
Right.
Because when you see the oppressor at work, and you get a new oppressor that's coming into work, right? You see him go to his brother with a smile. They don't even know each other. They offering him, you need a seat. Where you used to live? Oh, I live down there. They trying to find relatability. You know what I mean? They trying to find similarity with each other. You know what I mean? The whole time, they only do that for the benefit of themselves. Because soon as some opportunity come up for them to get more money or for them to get further, the oppressor gonna cut his brother throat. He gonna cut whoever throat to get up, right? But what I'm trying to bring out is when they see each other, they gonna band together,
right?
And that's what we need to do. When you see a new brother coming to work, it ain't nothing to just say hi. You know what I mean? Just let them know that it's potential love somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I want to venture over there, I feel it a little bit over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you got it, you can read.
What you want? The precept, sir?
Yeah, about love.
Come on. It's 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
For this is the what?
The love of God.
For the brother getting ready to read out, this is the love of God. You want to be like the Most High? This is how you love. You love how he about to say right here. Go ahead.
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. Right? Continue.
And his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not grievous. The love of God is that you keep his commandments. Right? And in John 13 he said, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
Right.
So we know in love is keeping his commandments. And his commandments is to love one another.
Right.
I mean, it's like the Bible don't contradict itself. That's one into the other and the other into the other.
Right.
You can't get around.
Right.
Precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Right.
Right on. You can continue with John 13 after John 13 and 34, that ye love one another.
I got you. Alright, this is John 13 and 34. I'm taking from the top, sir.
Come.
A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
That ye love one another. Continue.
As I have loved you.
As the Most High has loved you. As he taught you, as he died for you, as he did miracles for you through the Most High.
Right.
Christ put everything out there for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is a painful, it's a, imagine knowing you're going to die. And then die. Like knowing it's coming. You know what I mean? Like, the brothers that only could probably go through this is brothers that already died or brothers that's on death row. Death is coming.
Right.
You know it's coming. Right? Imagine death is coming to you, you know it's coming, but you dying for your brothers. That is courageous. That's honorable. And it's the scripture that lets you know that. We're going to get into it. Continue.
As I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Continue to the next
verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
Come on, you can stop right there. Okay. He said, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples. Now you need to let that stick in your mind. By this shall all men know. He's telling you that all men will know that ye are my disciples by how you love each other, right? You can tell you.
If ye love one to another.
If you love one another, right? The whole world will know that these people are sent by me. That these are my disciples, right? And that's telling you two things that I like this scripture because it's telling me two things. First off, it's telling you that he has a chosen people because he's making a difference between all men knowing who his disciples are.
Right.
So that lets you know that these people right here, who are my disciples, right? The way they love each other will be known by other people that are not his disciples, right? So that lets you know that he has a group of people that are loving each other in a different way than other people are loving each other.
Right.
Their love for each other is way more powerful because they follow these laws and statutes and commandments from the Most High than these other people, right? And it is also telling you how powerful your love, Israel, is. That if you start loving each other, these people are going to look at you like, what the? I mean, they're going to be like, what? I ain't never seen this before. But they move. I like the way they move. Hold up. This is different. You know what I mean? The scripture is so powerful, and Israel in the world, we get hit from so many different sides with so many different things that you really see this as impossible. Right? And the way I can make it simple for you, for me, is coming to the truth.
That's right.
Learn the laws and the statutes of the Most High, and you will see how easy it is.
Right.
Because it had General Yohana, right? When he displays his love, and the men that is under him, the officers in the office of 5,000s, the officers of thousands, and the officers of 50s, when they display their love, it's like I said before, it's a contagious thing, right? The brother also went into a scripture about what was the scripture you went into when you say if you have an issue with your brother, right?
Oh, God.
And if you can't solve the issue,
Matthew 18:15.
Yeah, Matthew 18:15.
God.
If you can't solve the issue,
it's a verse.
Go away with the heathen. So you know that in here, when we follow these laws and statutes and commandments, anybody who can show brotherhood, we don't want them here. We don't need them. They don't fall into the plan of the Most High, and there's no need for them if they cannot have brotherhood.
So, if I could, I want to chime in, like brotherhood, like loving, like, you know, like the scriptures keep going back to love the Most High. You know what I mean? Love the Most High first. Keep these laws. Like having brotherhood and like sisterhood is not an easy thing to do. Like it's something that you gotta work at. Like for, you know what I mean, new brothers coming to the school or new sisters coming to the school, for us not to know them. You know what I mean? Like it's not easy just to say, you know what I mean, she in here or he in here. And I know he in this fight. Cause it's a fight, this is a war. We all in a war, you know what I mean? So now we gotta understand that we gotta fight for each other. Like, all right, this brother decided, he grabbed the flyer, and now he decided to take on this war with me. So now we gonna fight together. So the thing is, like, what we gotta understand is, like, when we keep the law, when we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments that tell us to love each other, that everybody, if we all in one accord, we all decide, okay, I'm gonna keep these laws. I'm gonna love you like myself. Or, you know what I mean? Every law is pretty much bringing us together. You know what I mean? So it's not like that, like every law is for us to come together. You know what I mean? So it's like for us not to do each other wrong. Even with the poor, we got laws for the poor. We got laws on, you know what I mean, when we grow food, when we grow fruits and vegetables. You know what I mean? Whatever falls, we give that to the poor. Let it stay there for the poor. Like, you know what I mean? Everything is put upon us being better as people for each other. So if we all love God enough that we gonna be like, all right, we gonna start to treat each other right. We gonna grow a bond. You know what I mean? Like y'all brothers, like I like it's been a short time, but there's nothing that's gonna stop me from being there for you. And, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what these laws do to each other. Like that's what these laws do for us. You know what I mean? Like, and we gotta fight to keep the laws. And that the keeping the laws is what's gonna keep us together. We gonna grow a bond whether we like it or not. We gonna want to hook up, you know what I mean, at the camp. You know what I mean? We gonna want to call each other up after class. We gonna want to get together. We gonna get to know each other. We gonna get to know each other's personalities and everything. You know what I mean? Like that's a beautiful thing, man. Like, and that's all I think to the ISUPK, man.
Damn right.
All that stuff is popping.
Let's give a hand for the ISUPK. And let us know that this is for sisters. We call this brotherhood, but this is synonymous with sisterhood.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Brotherhood is every law, right, is gonna benefit you. You will notice that it benefits you. You'll start seeing the practical knowledge come to your mind that this makes sense rather than whatever I've been doing. You know what I mean? It takes away stress. You know what I mean? It has you, it gives you a time to even relax. You know what I mean? Around people that you couldn't relax around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it gives, and honestly, you having brotherhood and knowing these laws and dealing with somebody that doesn't have brotherhood yet, right, will help you understand a brother even more better, or a sister, right? It's like another thing what we do, right? Like when we in the world, we call certain people like, yo, he real, or yo, a real one. You know what I mean? Why we call him things that he real? One of the reasons why we say he real is because of the way he handles himself. You know what I mean? The way he talk. So even then, we give praise to these characteristics and these laws. We give praise to these laws that when we in the world and we don't even know they laws, right? And a brother come up to you and you see him just calm and collected and he offends somebody. Oh, my bad. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Thank you. That was on me. You know what I mean? Or coming up to you when you know you did something wrong and he come up to you like, listen, I ain't like what you did. I mean, I understand that, you know, you was feeling this type of way, but, you know, bro, don't do that. I mean, or even saying, you know, that was kind of a little, you know. But having brotherhood, like, that's what we need. That's brotherhood.
Yep. So
imagine coming into these classes, and you seeing every camp from every city, all real. You see them as, yo, they real. They all real. That's the Most High.
Right.
The Most High, following the Most High, make you what you used to see out there as real. You know what I'm saying?
And not to throw you off, sir, but the bottom line is, it's not a choice. It's a commandment. You know what I'm saying? Like if you claiming you're an Israelite and you follow the laws, you don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, you don't do drugs and all that, right? You don't do none of that. But if you don't got brotherhood, like the Lord commanded us to do, He commanded, so it's a commandment, then you ain't following all the laws, man. You understand? You picking and choosing what you want to do, just like the Christian church.
And that'll never work.
It's a lie.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. That'll never work. Picking and choosing what you want to do, another work. You have to get up out of here. You got to follow all the laws, all the statutes and commandments. And they not grievous. They not hard. And even with brotherhood, you got brothers in here that have conquered demons. That if they hard for you, they was hard for somebody else that was in here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's brotherhood goes into that too. You know what I mean? He helping you with something that you just started figuring out that I need to work on this, and this is hard for me. Let me link up. You know what I mean? Coming in here eases the pain. of the oppressor with his foot on our neck.
Right.
Every day, all day, every month, every week, at work, at home, on the block, in the club, anywhere. So the brother give me Matthews 25 and let me see, and 35.
Come on, sir. 25, 35.
And this is something that you can't get at the Christian church. I have never heard them speak about brotherhood. You know, I heard them speaking about loving everybody. Loving everybody. They don't speak about what love is. That commandment, that scripture we read about what love is, I've heard that here in the ISUPK first.
Right.
Being in the Christian church for what? Since I was 5.
Right. Right.
Being in the Christian church since I was 5. I come into the ISUPK at what? 20? No, at 30? What? 33. 33 I come in. And I'm hearing stuff for the first time.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got it, you can read.
Come on, sir. This is book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 35. 25, 35, right?
Come on.
For I was hungry. For I was in hunger. For I was in hunger, and ye gave me meat.
For I was in hunger, and ye gave me meat.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink.
For I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. Go ahead.
I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
I was a stranger, and he took me in. For I was hungry, I needed food. For I was thirsty, I needed something to drink. For I was a stranger, he didn't know me. Right? He didn't know me, but he knew I was Israel. And he brought me in. You can continue on verse 36.
Verse 36. Naked, and ye clothed me.
Naked, and he clothed me. Go ahead.
I was sick, and ye visited me.
Sick, and he visited me. Go ahead.
I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
And I know a lot of Israel can relate to that. You know how good you feel when somebody come up there,
right,
to visit you. When you over that city jail. Hey, when you been over that city jail, you been sitting there for 1,000 days, right? For some weed.
Right.
To go to court, and you get a visit. How good you feel. That's right. Just the, I mean,
okay with the lawyer.
Yeah, you don't care if it's the lawyer.
Right.
You just to see somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like, you know who he talking to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you can tell who he talking to by what he's saying. That goes back into who you are, what's going on in the media right now. Right. That goes into who you are. You know what people that he talking to is only certain people that deal with certain things like this. You know what I mean? The Jews. That's why I call them Jews.
Small hats. Jewish.
Small hats, right? They don't go hungry.
Right.
You don't see them going hungry. You don't see them going thirsty. You don't see them in prison wanting to visit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You see them putting people in prison.
Come.
All the lawyer that took your money, you know what I mean, tell you we couldn't do it. You know what I mean? You probably can do it if you pay a little bit more.
Right.
You know what I mean? They tell you I ain't gonna do it until you pay more. You know what I mean? Continue verse 37.
Come. Verse 37. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in hunger, and fed thee, or thirsty? It's like.
Come. It's like, my bad. You can continue.
Or thirsty, and gave thee drink. Verse 38. When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Verse 39. Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison and came unto thee.
So right here, they asking him a question, right? They asking him about it's a lot. They asking him when he saw them hungry, thirsty, and drunk, and in need of drink, right? And he getting ready to answer him, and the king shall answer, and he getting ready to answer him in verse 30, 34. You continue.
You mean 40, sir?
Verse 40, Salah.
And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done unto one of the least these of my brethren, ye have done unto me.
And as much mean as just as much as he did, just like this, just like, you know what I'm saying? And as much as just like, do it just like, and as much as he did, right? As ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. And again, the Most High is telling you, he's showing you brotherhood with his actions, right?
Right.
He's telling you, you know, if you do it to the least of the brothers, right? You done it to me. You know what I mean? So the least of the brothers is, Salahi, correct me if I'm wrong, but the least of the brothers is somebody that's down bad.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? That don't have nothing. That don't have completely anything. That guy, that Israel brother that's on your block, that is going through hard bondage. You know what I mean? That's down on his luck. Right? That you see that is dirty. That you see as dirty. That you see as smelly. Right? Like, what you do the same as for him. When you do the same as for him, ye have done it unto the Most High. You doing it as it to Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing that. Do it.
If I could, so it's twofold also. So talking about the prophet, like the disciples also.
Come.
You know what I mean? So whoever look out for a prophet, whoever look out for a disciple.
Come.
That's under Christ. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Salaki.
You too wild. You good. You know what I mean?
Salaki. We can continue on verse 41.
Go, okay. My bad, sir. So like Matthew 25 and 41. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into every everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels.
So basically he's saying, the least of your brothers, right? So like, you correct me if I'm wrong. You don't do these if you don't treat the least of your brothers, right, with love, right?
Yeah.
Then he's gonna depart from. He wants you to depart from.
Yeah.
And you will continue in your bondage, which is your curse, which is your everyday weight that you go through. You will continue in being harmed by these devils out here.
Right.
You will continue being harmed by the dead, the walking dead that's out there.
Right.
You will continue all the bondage, all the weight that makes life hard. All these plans that Esau, the oppressor, has devised to put on you, you will just continue in those. It's just so easy just to give up your pride and to fight, right? And to show brotherhood, and to show brotherhood to your brother, to escape, not escape, but to ease this pain. You hear me? To ease this pain, to get back to these laws and the statutes and the commandments, so we can see the Most High, so we can see Christ come back and fight for us.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Brotherhood is, as we learned today, that brotherhood is the second behind loving the Most High with everything you have.
Right.
That's how important it is, right? That is a major key and us becoming this great nation that the Most High already established for us.
Right.
It's already here for us. And the only way that it's going to work, and it's synonymous and it is entwined with loving the Most High. And the only way it's going to work is by having brotherhood.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's by being that person that you see, that you call real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Practical. Practical knowledge. Not hard at all.
Right.
It's not hard at all. It's not that hard at all when you come into the truth. You follow these laws, statutes, and commandments and get under the order of commanding General Yohana.
Oh, God.
It's not hard with brotherhood. Nah. It's the time.
You got one more scripture.
One scripture, we're going to continue that. We got a little bit more time. We're going to continue.
All right.
42. Slot, you can go on 42.
All right. It's Book of Matthew, chapter 25 and 42. For I was in hunger, and ye gave me no meat.
For I was hungry, and ye gave me no meat. Continue.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. Continue.
I was a stranger, and ye took me not in.
He's talking, now we going into you not showing brotherhood. Right?
Right.
Continue.
Naked, and ye clothed me not.
And he clothed me not. He didn't give me no coat. He didn't give me no socks. You know what I mean? Socks is so cheap.
Right.
I mean, you see brothers out there in the cold, yo, they down on their luck.
Right.
You act like you disgust, like you ain't never been there before.
Right.
Everybody been there before. Everybody needed something. Everybody needed $1. Not everybody, but some people needed just $1 to get that bus pass.
Right.
So they could just get where they need to be. You know what I mean? Everybody needed that before, a quarter. That's all I need is a quarter, and I'll make this all-day bus pass or this transfer. You know, that's what they used to call it, transfer, to get me somewhere where I need to be.
Right.
When we got Israel, we gotta start looking out for each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't got it in that word because ain't nobody teaching it but this ISUPK.
That's right.
Under the order of Commander General Yohana. So it would be best. It would be the greatest if you get into these classes and you learn these laws and statutes of the Most High and you get brotherhood.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You get stress off of you. You get weight off of you. You get understanding. And like we talked earlier, in issues where you have with other brothers, you get counsel. You get men who've been there before that has wisdom and experience, right? From these laws and these statutes, from the Most High, to help you get to the bottom of the issue. And sometimes you gonna get your feelings hurt because we all fall short sometimes, right? But you need to work hard and following these laws and statutes, commandment, and accepting you're wrong so you can get better with the issue and get better with your brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. We need to be taught and we need to be checked. That's what the word I was looking for was check. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're going to get checked. You know what I mean? You need to know how to humble yourself, take your check, and get better with your brotherhood. You can't be walking around here with a chip on your shoulder. Because if you want it up, it ain't no need. It ain't no need. And that's going to bring more torment to your mind. Because you ain't accepted. Because you basically a coward. You don't want to fight.
Right.
You don't want to fight to be better. And it's just, if we humble ourselves and you get in here and follow these laws and commandments and the statutes of the Most High, you coming up to your brother solving an issue, most of the time when we do that, it turns out that it wasn't even that big of a deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't even that big of a deal. It was way smaller than what you thought it was. You know what I mean? Sometimes you end up leaving a situation with a smirk on your face. Because you feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had to laugh after it was done. After you found out, like, I was tripping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You mad at the person, but it's like, I can't be mad. Because I was tripping. You laughed it off. You know what I mean? And then y'all go together, and people ask y'all, oh, yo, was just beefy yesterday. Oh, that was yesterday.
Right.
You know what I mean? Today is today. You know what I'm saying? This is top.
Count.
This is the ISUPK out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm Commanding General Yohana. This will conclude our class for the day on brotherhood. We're gonna bring our precinct officer Alazar. He's gonna give y'all the security announcements.
First class, man. They rocked it out, man. Beautiful job, man. You know what I mean? See y'all doing great things in the ISUPK, man. You understand? I just want to bring out now the day before we get up out of here, because this is election day. You know what I mean? Just if I could, honey brother, can I get Deuteronomy 17 verse 15? Just want to break this down. Like we all want to vote. And we all feel an obligation to voting, you know what I mean, because our forefathers, you know what I mean, foremothers, everybody born, they didn't die. People, that's been the argument forever, you know what I mean, that, you know, man, people died for us to vote, man, come on, you ain't gonna vote, right. You know what I'm saying? I've been lost my right to vote, you know what I mean, I've been convicted of a felony since about 2002. I never even really cared for real, but, you know what I mean, but to know that it's actually a sin. You're going against God when you actually vote.
Right.
You know, so a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't believe that. They, you know, we just feel like we're telling them not to vote. Nah, man, we supposed to be all the way out of this world. You understand? Like, we supposed to be separated. You understand? If I could, you gotta...
Come, sir. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
You know what I'm saying? That's the most I'm saying. Shalt in any wise, pretty much, like, this is how it's going to be. It ain't no way like this is going to change. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's set up. You understand? Go ahead.
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to choose who will be on top of us. We don't get to choose. We don't get to go vote. You know what I mean? On who going to be the best prophet or who going to lead us the best. Like, no. The Most High chooses that. Just like the Most High, we ain't no choice. You know what I mean? In the sex that we are, the race that we are.
Right.
We didn't get that choice. The Most High chose that because he understood. He knew what he wanted. You know what I mean? This is his word. Go ahead.
One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee.
That's who you're supposed to. That's who you're supposed to be under. We supposed to be under a brother. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be under a brother, someone with that. You know what I mean? With our same flaws, you know what I mean, with our same the bloodline.
Right.
Like that's what we supposed to be under. You know what I mean? A brother that went through hell. You know what I mean? Which is Yahweh, our king, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He went through that hell. He died for us. You know what I'm saying? He went through that hell. You know what I mean? And he deserved that honor. You understand? Like he deserved that honor. Like we always praise the dead. You know what I mean? We'll praise the hell out of Muhammad Ali. We praise Tupac, Biggie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we always praising the dead. None of them died for us.
Right.
You understand? Christ died for us, man. Like that's our king. That's who's supposed to be on top of us. That's what we supposed to be. That's what we supposed to be hoping. We supposed to provoke the Most High to bring him back. That's what we supposed to do. That's the type of voting that if you want to get inside of any type of voting at all, let's entice the Most High to bring Yahweh Shah back. You know what I mean? To get us up out of this hell, man. Go ahead.
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee.
Not a stranger, man. Everybody is a stranger. You can look at your money. You can pull a dollar out. everybody is a stranger. Nobody is us. You understand? Like these people, they're not us. That's not our people. And none of it, like we've been around too long. Like I remember 2008. I actually I was going to vote for Obama. Of course I couldn't, you know what I mean? But I was enticed a little bit, like.
See him in the count.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah,
right.
Any light skin?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking, that's one of us. But no, man, like no, he's a stranger.
Right.
We don't, you know what I mean? Like we don't vote for none of them, man. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be what? What's the last part?
Which is not thy brother.
Which is not thy brother, man. Choose your brother. You understand? Choose your brother. That's who you're supposed to choose. You understand? Not a sister. You understand? It's your brother. That's who you're supposed to choose. You know what I mean? Somebody that's going to die for you. Most time, like Christ proved it already. He died for it. You understand? With that, let me get the security announcement. We're the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brother and sister. New brother. When a brother or a sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves in the word. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find us in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'asharah. 10% of any increase the Lord gives. Get to the treasury department or teaching. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation, we got High Carnival coming up, which is the dedication, which is December 17th. Wow, yeah. December 17th, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna have a celebration, you know what I mean? Even if you're not in the school, if you ain't coming here and you're all black, you know what I mean? If you decided, whatever, you can still come in here and celebrate with your brothers, you know what I mean? Your brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? We got sisters that prepare beautiful meals, man. You know what I'm saying? Take you a plate home, you know what I'm saying? Come get you some drink. You know what I mean? Have fellowship with your brothers, man.
Right.
Remind Aquaman and Al-Wafi to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so forth for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarf. With that, we're going to get one courage salute to the teacher, to the Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Amadi Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Rakatha.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Rakatha.
Yahweh Matai. We'll turn to the sisters. Saul, turn to the sisters. We'll get one courage salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Amadi Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Matai. Class dismissed.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up, it's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till them stand down. Take grip. Nah, this ain't no movement, this is take that. is true.